Yo, what's up guys? This is Unpunk 4K and always on the channel we are uploading in 4K. So turn those settings up if you got a device to support it. Now today we're looking at Grounded's brand new update. It's going to be the 0.6 update or the 0.60 update that just came out in public testing earlier today. Now it brings bees, fireflies, mosquitoes, brand new weapons, spears, little mosquito sword, some really awesome content. First, I'm going to go through and explain how to craft and acquire all of the different items you're going to need to get these new things ready to go in game, and if they're worth it, if they're not, and compare them roughly to everything else. There's also a shield and some really cool stuff. So let me go ahead, without further ado, get into how to craft it all. Then I'm going to show you guys some gameplay of the creatures and some more good stuff here, and then we'll talk about it all at the end, and we'll be right back with you. Alright, so when you go to the workbench, there's going to be some new items once you have killed each of the creatures around. The first one is the Firefly headlamp. It requires the iridescent scales, bioluminescent goop, and berry leather. The first two items are obtainable just by killing fireflies at night within the backyard. So it's pretty easy to get these and they don't take a lot of time. The next items up are going to be the bee set of armor, which is the same statistics as the rotten, just a little better defense. They're going to require bee fuzz, bee stingers, berry leather, and silk rope. Those combination of 4 items to make the 3 different types. And they're pretty easy to get as there's lots of bees. Next we have the Heal Bassa, which is a new type of healing item which can heal you and friends. I haven't tried it myself yet, but it does look pretty decent. It requires mosquito blood. After that, we have the Stinger Spear, which is the Bee Stinger, Bee Fuzz, and Silk Rope. Pretty easy to get, a very fast and pretty usable weapon. We have a Weevil Shield, which requires 4 Weevil Meat, the Crude Rope, and Grub Hide, and is very useful, especially if you have things like Ladybug Armor. The last item we have up is the Mosquito Needle, a nice little rapier-like weapon, and it requires the Mosquito Beak, Silk Rope, and the Mosquito Blood Sacs. Alright, so as you guys can see, fireflies are pretty easy to kill, especially with items and the new weapons here, which I'm using. They're just really easy to kill. This is the new Firefly headlamp, so it's pretty cool. It gives you a nice, good little bit of view. It's not quite dark, it's more dusk in this footage I'm showing off now, but as you can see, it shows pretty good. It works okay underwater when you're close to objects, but not really for a distance. It's still best to use on land or at nighttime is really what it's ideal for, or in dark caves and things like that. Underwater it kind of gets muffled, but it's pretty nice looking. As you can see, it illuminates in front of you and it makes a visible path for you to walk and move around. So it's a very nice addition to not have to have something in your hands, allowing you to use things like the new Weevil Shield and a spear or other items, so that way you guys can engage in full combat and see at night. Now, the last things I want to touch on are, is any of this new content really that cool or that good? Well, the answer is yes, yes, and yes. Now, the weapons themselves may not be overpowered as they are spears and little swords, but it is really cool to have, again, more content, more variety, different types of weapons that do hold their own pretty well, as well as just having new enemy types and new creatures to liven up the backyard. Mosquitoes are very interactable. They have ways to suck your blood when they hit you, so it's really nice to have that as a way that you have to take damage to be able to get certain items from them. It's really nice to finally have a shield that can hold your own against things like orb weavers and probably even harder enemies. So it's gonna be really nice to be able to fight wolf spiders and be able to defend yourself with ladybug armor and shields and things like that. So I'm very excited to have these dynamics in the game. I think they are really good and they are balanced very well. I really like it, and I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, please drop a like and show some support on the channel by hitting the subscribe. If you guys want to see more grounded content in the future, just let me know and leave a comment down below. And, well, we'll see you soon. Peace.